good weekend. Got a lot done. Got a lot of situational things done on Saturday, first scrimmage out here. You guys partook in a little bit of that. So offense came out winning the scrimmage. When you guys were there, it's like didn't look so good for the offense, right? But it's a long scrimmage. Again, a lot of situations that I wanted to get done. It was pretty evenly matched for the entire day. I thought the offense started slow, defense started fast. Then we got down. We started moving situations, got down near the end zone and red zone. In goal line situations, obviously the offense put it in. United was going to get that short field. That's how they won it, and again, really won it on a 2-minute at the end of the game. So, again, tight scrimmage. It was probably a 3 or 4 point win, but tight score like I want it to be at the end. They're playing for something, so it was a good day. Again, got situational and kind of know where we are and what we got to do to get better.
Who were some of the offensive players in the scrimmage that came alive to make plays and score?
We didn't give Dez many reps. I mean, we got, just worked on, playing a lot of the guys. So Dez didn't get a ton of reps. Really our one receivers at this point didn't get a ton. Maybe they got 24, 25 snaps. And again, we probably got 140 total snaps overall. But, offensive guys that stood out, TK Kinsler, who's been banged up a little bit early in camp, came out and did some nice things and, it kind of made a little bit of a bounce back, I'd say. I'm trying to think of anybody else on offense. I tell you, Torian Chester continues to show some good things when he's out there, offensive guard. And Justin Cook, another guy that, just, gives you production. He's a guy that can play some ball for us. Defensively, Josh Guerriere, I don't know if we've talked about him much, but Josh is making a move back there in the back end. Happy with where he is. I mean, the guys we expect to play well, I'm not mentioning those guys. Lovelace had a heck of a day. He can run, boy. He looks faster than he did a year ago. I think you guys saw one. Were you guys there for a pick six or no? Okay, you guys didn't see that? I don't know when you guys left. But there was a pick six out of Lovelace. It was pretty nice. I'm trying to think if there's somebody else I want to talk about. Inside D-tackle-wise, same, status quo in there. Defensive ends, I think we got guys. There's nothing that stands out. So I guess that's it right now, maybe.
You always emphasize the turnovers. Was that the only turnover, or the offense turned over more than that?
No, I think there was two interceptions and then maybe 2 on downs. The offense taking their shot. We always call it a turnover on downs if you go for it on fourth and you don't get it. So, but turnovers made it close. I mean, it was the offense clearly ahead, and then a pick six is 14 points for the defense. So then I think it was tied 23-23 at that time. It was a major turning point in the game.
Did Saturday provide you any clarity on the battle you have at left tackle?
Not really. I mean, again, Percy and, you guys saw it. Percy and Stanley both do a nice job. I mean, we feel like we got, at least looking at those two guys, 6 guys up front that, that we can win with and, continue to stay the same. I still think the battle is in the guard spot, to be honest with you.
Is Stanley making any progress? Did he play guard at all on Saturday?
I played a little bit of guard, played, a lot of left tackle. So, yeah, I mean, he's making progress. He's got quick feet, he's tough, and he's got a motor. So we love that about him.
Behind those top 6 on the line, who are some of those guys that are kind of trying to make their way up there?
Torian Chester's one of those guys that you notice out there. The top 5. I'm trying to think behind them. Isaiah Montgomery did a nice job as well. He's gotten better, I think. We got to consistently get that out of him every day. Giovanni Cooley has really had a good camp. Probably another guy I haven't talked much about, but Gio has done a nice job as well. And Tyree showed spurts, as well. So, just every day is a process. Trust the process and keep getting better every day.
Given how much, you guys emphasized it in the portal. You brought in 3 offensive linemen. It was obviously a big part of what happened last season. How is that group progressing through a week and a half of camp?
It's solid. Again, defense is throwing. Here's, you're looking at the progress, but you're, every day there's new stuff going on offense, the installs, and then there's new stuff going on defense. So as soon as you feel like you fixed one thing, something else is like, oh, we got to fix that tomorrow. It's trying to catch up with the installs, with what the defense is throwing all kinds of stuff, at the offense, and the offense is throwing different stuff at the defense. So there's different. It's a back and forth. It's never going to be like, if we went 3 or 4 days and didn't install anything, then I think you'd see a little bit more. But the installs just got to continue to happen.
Pat, just how overall is the health of your team right now?
I don't like talking about health. You can talk to Jerry DiPaolo, but I feel good with where we are right now. But there's a couple reasons I don't like talking about it. Number one, doesn't matter. Number two, I feel like I jinx myself sometimes. I had a scout a couple years ago. I said something to the NFL scout, and it was a bad afternoon. So we're banged up, we're hurt, we ain't good. How about that? You can talk to these guys afterwards.
You have about 2 weeks left here. You had your first scrimmage in the books. Is there any glaring concerns still about your team right now?
Glaring concerns. As a head coach, I'm concerned about everything. There's glaring. There's nothing glaring. But there's things here. I want to fix that. I want to fix that. How's our depth here and there? There's always those concerns, but that's every day. That's all season long. I'm never stop worrying about something.
Anything?
Tell you what, Junko had a heck of a day. I'm really not worried about Junko. You guys saw his. Did you guys see him? You guys were there early. He crushed the ball. It may be as good a day as he's ever had at Pitt.
When you think about the things that you are still needing to get corrected out there, do you find they're more in the realm of communication issues on more of the physical side?
Yeah.
Where do those kind of issues fall in your mind?
Yeah, good question. It's a little communication. It's a little bit physical. I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's not just one. It's never just one thing, right? It's communication on the back end. We give up a big pass. Communication, that's a problem. All those things. It's communications and it's also physical errors. And again, the offense is going fast. When the tempo goes, you got to get lined up and you got to communicate faster. So those are all things. And again, same thing up front, just communication and IDing things the right way on the offensive line.
Did the scrimmage kind of reveal some of those questions, kind of point out to you, okay, we got to really address this?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. That's why we practice every day, every period, in a regular practice or scrimmage for sure. To me, when the lights turn on, and I've said to you guys, older guys have been here, I want to see what you're going to do on that day. So to me, that's the first measuring stick of where we are is what you're going to do on that game day. And I emphasize and stress that, hey, I want to see the best. You can practice great, but if you don't come out on that scrimmage day and show up and give me the best effort, and again, I think our effort's darn good, but, just execution and take care of the little things and the details. That's what I'm looking for. Some guys stood up, some guys didn't, and those are the things I'm concerned about.